It's the NFL on EA Sports, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles, next on Madden Football. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Greg, one of the joys of covering the league week in, week out, you watch guys grow and mature, and all of a sudden you turn around and look at the quarterbacks we have in this game. Now we're looking at guys who have arrived at that magic term, franchise quarterback.
Yeah, I think you just have to give a lot of credit, of course, to the player themselves, the work, the ability to invest in themselves to develop, but also in these organizations. They continue to surround these quarterbacks as they've gotten older with better talent, better systems, play to their strengths, maybe protect some of their weaknesses. That's what it takes to play at a high level at the quarterback for a long time in the NFL, and give credit to both these players and both these organizations. I think it's official. They have their quarterback of the future, and the future looks bright.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosifov. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
This is a great look here, Mike, when you have a very versatile tight end, the ability to move him around. He's like the ultimate chess piece. This snap, he's lined up in the slot. His ability to get downfield and use that big body. When you're going against these zone defenses, oftentimes that's the vulnerability of the coverage. The ball was on time, the ball was accurate, and then his big tight end, he just did the rest.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
To the air right away is Hurts. The open receiver is Dodson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he holds on to it here as he's out of bounds. That's a yard or 2 shy of the line of scrimmage. Therefore, that's a sack.
Mike, these are the plays that on the stat sheet, the offensive lineman, look at the quarterback a little sideways. He has a chance to just throw that ball out of bounds, but instead, he takes it out of bounds himself, and that goes on the stat sheet as a sack.
On third down, it's Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Hurts finding Smith, and an Eagle, first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
That's caught, Saquon Barkley. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. And they'll throw here with Hurts. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This will be from 56 yards away. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bengals offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Brown. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. A carry here for Brown. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Burrow. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Bengals on top. And we're back in Philly in a moment. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now Brown. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. N'Kobe Dean in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Gesicki, the man in motion. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run here with Brown, and they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Burrow now. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And he will get into the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
McPherson now for the PAT. His kick is good, and the Bengals extend their advantage to 14-3. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Running from the pistol with Barkley. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
On first down, it's Hurts. That's caught. It's the tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Man in motion is Brown. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. I think their sideline celebrated just a little prematurely because if you look closer, Mike, it's pretty clear. The receiver did not possess the ball while having both feet in bounds. Missed opportunity there, incomplete.
And that is incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense going to take over just before the half. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Burrow. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here, second and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. Now, Burrow. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And nothing will come of this last-ditch attempt at some points. Time runs out in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Britton Covey now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Hurts going to hold on to this one. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
2nd down and 8. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's got a Bengals first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
You can see the trust they have in this running back and the offensive line. You're facing a 3 and out. You're trying to extend this drive, turn around, hand it to the guy behind you, and let him do the rest.
Burrow now to throw on 1st. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They bring Chase in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosivas. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
On first down, Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now, Burrow. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
A gain there of 10 yards. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
He'll let this go towards the end zone.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
Burrow here on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Yoseva. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Gesicki, the man in motion. 2nd down, Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
A run on 1st and goal. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bengals extend it to a 21-6 advantage. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Covey now on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Hurts will work here from the pistol. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
Not much. Second and long coming up. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's going to tuck it and go.
And this is one of the cases, Mike, where defenders, they get their eyes in the wrong spot. They call it eye discipline. He catches them looking elsewhere. It allows him to get upfield and make this third down a lot more manageable.
Here's a third down and 4. And he does all he can to get away, but they're going to get him right at the line of scrimmage, and it will bring up fourth down.
You just don't expect to see a sack on an RPO. I mean, of course, one half of that play, Mike, is a designed run. The other component of the play is the pass option. That ball, if it determines that it's a pass read, that ball has to be out of the hand of the quarterback quickly. The offensive line is not prepared to pass block for an extended period of time.
He'll try to run for it. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 12 facing fourth down.
That's just a big-time play by this quarterback on fourth down. You can see he starts first look cover. Then he goes through his progression. There's nowhere to go with the ball. He can't throw it away, can't take a sack. He quickly decides to turn into a runner, use his legs to pick up the first down, and they're still alive.
First and 10. A pistol snap back to Hurts. That's to the right side. Caught by Goddard. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Desperation time now setting here in the fourth quarter. This is where the urgency of your 2-minute offense is so critical. How many plays can you run and how fast can you run them? Because one score is not going to do it. You're going to have to score and get the ball back and end up going down and punching it in again.
This is caught at the 2. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A gain of 16, good enough for a first down. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. They'll pitch it to Barkley. He'll get this forward, no signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. A little closer. Here's second and goal. Man in motion is Smith. And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon, but he had to give ground, and they tackle him for a loss. Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal. And he will score. Game on. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Brown. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Tight end motioning left. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Still second down.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's Brown. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. The Bengals ready to punt this one away. They send Britton Covey back deep. The Eagles offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A pass caught by Saquon. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
So step one is just get close enough that you have a shot to strike in the end zone. So that's a nice completion there on this 2-minute drive. But remember, Mike, they're kind of up against it. They need to finish this drive with a touchdown and get ready to go for the 2-point try.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here in 2nd and 10. Hurts now. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's going to be caught. He's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a 1st down. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. And they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take an 8. Now the Eagles, who use the last of their timeouts, stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. teams each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Notification. 55 minutes or 60 minutes.
So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. A bit of a surprise, this one on paper. You figure this would have been a difficult assignment, trying to win away from home against a team of this caliber. No problems, though. They find a way to get it done. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night.